This morning, we're celebrating Western New York, and for as long as anyone can remember, this store has been a mecca for the motorcycling community.
That's right. We're talking about Buffalo Harley, and our very own Kevin O'Neill was in the showroom and looking for free samples as usual. Right?
Hey, anything for the crew? No, it's terrific, and I'm not really into motorcycles myself, but it's still a pretty fascinating museum with the Western New York history and American history, all on two wheels, and some other vehicles are in there too. Take a look. It opened 102 years ago on Swan Street. Now in Orchard Park, Buffalo Harley-Davidson is, of course, a full-fledged Harley dealership selling, storing, and servicing motorcycles from their huge location near Milestrip Road. You do not have to be in the market for a Harley or Harley gear to truly appreciate a visit here, though. The store has a jaw-dropping display of historic motorcycles from over the last century. The owner is John Brinkworth.
The oldest motorcycle that we have is a 1917.
Wow.
My father literally picked it up for $150 down in Jamestown. It took him about 7 years to restore it, but we have that on display here. And we have stuff from the 20s, 30s, 40s. Have a Harley-Davidson snowmobile.
75 bikes are on display here. Here is an antique knucklehead, which refers to the engine type. Military and police Harleys are in the collection. British bikes like this BSA, the B stands for Birmingham, that's Birmingham, England. Now, if you mention Melissa Holmes, it is free to visit the museum. If you don't mention Melissa, it's still free, but why not mention Melissa? Buffalo Harley is open every Tuesday through Saturday in Orchard Park. Motorcycles are perennially popular, and John thinks part of the reason is the focus required to ride one.
And I think that's why it's a great stress reliever in a sense, because when you're in your car, you got 1,000 things on your mind, doing a lot of multitasking. On the bike, the only thing that you can think about is the bike. So all those problems that you left in the driveway, they'll be there when you get back, but maybe for 2 hours you didn't have them.
Father's Day shopping? Well, if your dad is into Harleys or if your grandma is into Harleys, you'll find tons of Harley gear and gifts here. The website is buffaloharley.com. Oh yeah, just hop out on the Harley and put the card in the spokes. But it's free to walk around. I'm not a motorcycle enthusiast, but it's a pretty amazing display. He's got over 100 overall and 75 on display. It's pretty neat. And again, it's not too far from the stadium, just off Milestrip Road.
I can see a lot of rope-a-dopes happening there, like, oh, let's just go to the museum and look at some old Harleys, honey. Oh, let's buy one as we're there too.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be you don't have to be a Harley enthusiast. If you like other types of bikes, they do store and service all sorts of two-wheelers.
I couldn't even master the big wheel when I was a kid, so no Harleys in my future.
Do you have any with training wheels?
That's right.
All right, Kev, thank you.